Hey there, everyone. Alexander Love here. And in this video, what I'd like to do is offer a little glimpse into our 9-month program. And to do that, what I'm going to share is one of our core models that's called the OAR model. We use this in our personal lives for profound transformation. And we also use this as a central feature of our coaching methodology. Now, the O in the OAR model, it stands for observer. The idea here is that you and I, we see through a lens through which we make meaning. We have an observing lens. We know the world in a certain way. And when it comes down to it, the way that we see the world is not automatically the way the world is. We all have different perspectives. We all have different views. We all have different ways in which we make sense of things. But very often, our observer is transparent to us. We don't see it, we don't notice it. What we focus on is our actions. That's the A part of the OAR model. So we go about interacting in the world, we go about moving in the world, and through the ways in which we interact and move in the world, this creates certain results. This creates a certain experience of reality. Now, very often, if we don't like the reality that we live in, if we don't like the results that are occurring in our lives, our first impulse is to change our actions. Well, if I just change the way that I'm doing things, well, then my life will be better. If I don't like that I'm eating all the bags of potato chips, then I'm just going to stop myself from eating all the bags of the potato chips. If I don't like the way that my relationship is, well, if we just act differently, then everything will be okay. But what often we discover is that, in fact, it isn't okay. Maybe we stop eating the bags of potato chips for a week or two, but the next thing we know, we're going back into the same way of being, the same way of interacting with the world, and we get the same results. We live in the same reality that is not working for us. So what the OAR model invites us into is that instead of focusing on changing our actions, we focus on taking a look at the observer that is giving rise to those actions, that is giving rise to this reality that is not working for us. And so if we look at how we look, this opens up a whole new realm of possibility. It opens up a whole new realm of choice making because I can begin to look at the frame through which I am making sense of the world and start to see places where there are limitations. I can discover that there's a deep aspect of who I am that is the impulse behind the ways in which I'm interacting, which gives rise to that reality that I don't want to live in. And so the way that we use this model is we now turn our focus towards the question, well, what constitutes the observer? And we spend a lot of time in our program unpacking all of the various aspects of what constitutes an observer, which then opens for us an incredible landscape of exploration, of intervention, where we as individuals can make new choices about how we observe the world, about how we know the world, and about how we make meaning. And by doing this, this leads us into interacting in the world in a new way. It leads to new actions. That's the A. And this creates a new reality. We have a different set of results in our lives. That's the R. So I hope this was helpful. It gives you a little glimpse into the heart of Newfield and what we were teaching. In our program, we take a deep dive into this in an immersive learning environment where we learn not just from the facilitators, but we learn from each other through transformative interactions, through powerful conversations, so that something like the OAR model gets embodied and gets explored more and more deeply until we are ready to begin applying this as coaches so that we can facilitate transformative conversations in the lives of our clients and the people that we work with. Thank you.